Personally, you're on a nice little run in front of goal, 5 in 7 games now.
Yes, I'm surprised with my form, but I try to always be alive in the set piece. I was lucky after Sadio deflection, the ball came to me. I was alive and I could score the winning goal.
I'm really happy. It was adults football, so fine. Needed and delivered. And the boys sitting there, yes, kind of exhausted, done, but overly happy because nobody thought today we come here and play a little bit of football and we'll kick them out of their own stadium. Of course not. They fight for survival, and so that's the mentality we have to match.
You've seen how big 3 points are at the bottom. You have the opinion if you can get one and get a little bit of momentum around the teams around you that you
well, you've got to get your rewards, because when you're playing like this you need to get a reward for it, and that's the bit that we're missing, you know, because we've played well again today and we played well in other games and haven't found that killer moment, and we've got to do that. The mentality is right today, the performance is right. You know, that's the hardest bit to coach, is the bit when you're in front of goal and you've got to put it in the net.
keep believing. That's the
Absolutely.
message.
Well, he's summed it up, hasn't he? Not for the first time this season. We're going to say they did well, Burnley, but
lacking killer instinct, like their manager said there, over and over again. They created so many opportunities today, and normally we'd come on here and we'd rave about Liverpool, but Burnley were better for large periods of this game, and we see here they break from a corner and they've got the willing runners. I mean, Westwood carries it, gives it to Rodriguez, and Weghorst has broke his neck to get there, and this finish is so bad that Trent Alexander-Arnold nearly kicks in his own net here. Another brilliant opportunity. Rodriguez just a little bit more calm in that precise moment. Weghorst in again, shanks it wide. I mean, these are so many good opportunities against such a good Liverpool side. Weghorst again. Becker, I mean, he keeps him at bay, but Burnley had 5 shots on target to Liverpool's 4. The last time that happened away from Anfield, funnily enough, was where? Turf Moor.
Burnley.
So, I mean, huge positives, but they've got to be more clinical.
Does he take comfort, Weghorst, from look, he's played well in the 2 games that he's played, actually.
Yeah.
Does he take comfort from the fact that he's getting the chance? This is another cliche, is it? He's there to miss the chances.
Yeah, that is a massive positive. They are creating the chances. Scoring them will come. I mean, I have got faith in Weghorst. He scored 1 in 2 in Holland and in Germany. So, I mean, the pedigree is there. He's had a couple of games to get up to speed with the Premier League, and now he's got to start finding the back of the net.
And I apologise, because this looks like we have had an argument over that handball, and now I'm not talking to you.
And I was right.
and you were right, and therefore I'm talking to you about this game, and only you about this game. As far as the corner was concerned, Burnley made errors here as well.
Yes, very, very un-Burnley-like, and I'm sure Sean Dyche will be really disappointed with how this corner played out. I mean, Mane here is unmarked. It's 5 on 4 here, and this, I mean, this is simple stuff. We see that Westwood sees it, and Mee gets caught in between a rock and a hard place here. He sees that Mane's free, but Fabinho's his man, and ultimately Mane gets the first touch, and his man Fabinho scores. I mean, what can he do? He's caught between 2 decisions and
they're all pointing differently here, aren't
and then
they?
we can see here the Burnley players all pointing towards the front post. Was it the markers? Was it the zonal lads? And in fact, it was a little bit of both. And like I said, Sean, I mean, we see him here and how disappointed he is and what's gone on in there. They work so hard on their set pieces, and to let that in against Liverpool, a team that normally rip you apart, but to give them a goal from a set piece is a huge disappointment.
Big win for Liverpool, that.
Massive win. I think the interview from Jurgen Klopp there at the end was absolutely spot on. You know what you're going to get when you go to Burnley. You're not going to get to knock it around. I don't think they expected to concede as many chances as they did, but those are the wins that I think sometimes feel bigger than the ones where you're at Anfield and you're knocking 4 and 5 past teams, because they're really testing on your side, and they came through the big test.
Right.